Dodi li v'ani lo, my beloved is mine and I am his. This quote from the Song of Songs beautifully portrays the love relationship between God and the Jewish people. Ani le dodi v'dodi li. I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. The first letters of this phrase form the Hebrew word Elul, the month we are in, the month which is dedicated to drawing closer to God. In month of Elul, our sages say, God shines upon us the light of the 13 attributes of one's mercy. This divine light empowers each of us to uncover our true essence, who we really are. The month of Elul is now more than halfway through. Tonight marks the penultimate Shabbat before Rosh Hashanah, and we are just a few portions away from completing the reading of the Torah scroll and starting it again. When we harness this divine strength and use it in our service to God, we elevate the everyday aspects of our lives, offering up the first fruits to God, as commanded in this week's Torah portion, Ki Tavo. It is through the sanctification of the mundane and material that we prepare ourselves for the high holiday season. I am my beloved's and my beloved is mine. In less than a week, with God's help, these very words will be exchanged under the chuppah by the two beautiful people sitting there, Steve and Danny. And tonight we joyfully celebrate their Aufruf this Shabbat. We celebrate their Aufruf on this special Shabbat. Tomorrow they will stand before the Torah scroll, before the congregation, to receive the congregational blessing for the most sacred of earthly unions. It's the 18th of Elul in the year 5784. It approaches, and I'm delighted to invite Daniela to kindle Shabbat lights, candles for us, beginning this extraordinary and special Shabbat of Ki Tavo. Daniela, please join me here at the bima. You don't need a siddur, by the way. Here or here? So this part.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai. Where are we going? As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness
reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light.
So may we, in our own days, be among those who kindle light.
And now together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Amen.
We continue to page 130 with the first psalm ascribed to Sunday. Lechu neranena, come, let us sing joyously to God. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Please join the choir. Come, let us bow down and kneel, bend the knee before God, our Maker. For the Eternal One is our God, and we are the people God tends, the flock in God's care. Hayom im bakolo tishmau. We continue with Psalm 96, on page 131. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברוך הוא שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו וגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו. כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה. הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו. ישמחו. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult. Let the sea and all within it thunder. The fields and everything in them exult. Then shall all the trees of the forest shout for joy at the presence of the Eternal One. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its peoples in faithfulness. I'm inviting Eva Frolich to recite Psalm 97 for us on the page 132. You don't need a Siddur. We have it here at the Amud. Page 133, at the bottom of the page, to the left. The eternal one. The 133 at the top of the page.
Can I read in Hebrew?
If you would like, then it's page 132 at the bottom.
Okay. אדוני מלך תגל הארץ. This one.
Yes.
תגל הארץ. ישמחו עם רבים, ענן וערפל סביביו, צדק ומשפט מכון כסאו. אוהבי אדוני שנאו רע, שומר נפשות חסידיו. מיד רשעים יצילם, אור זרו על הצדיק ולישרי לב שמחה. שמחו צדיקים באדוני והודו לזכר קודשו.
Thank you very much. Shabbat Shalom.
שבת שלום.
I'm happily inviting Emmerich to recite the next psalm. Psalm 98 on the page 133 at the bottom of the page. Good Shabbos. Good.
Sing to God a new song, for you have worked wonders. Your right hand, your holy arm, have won your victory. Eternal One, you have shown your victory. Display your justice in the sight of the nations. You were mindful of your love and faithfulness towards the house of Israel. All the ends and the earth beheld the victory of your God. All right. Raise a shout to God, all the earth. Break into joyous song of praise. Sing praise to God with the lyre and the melodious song. With trumpets and the blast of the horn, raise a shout before God the ruler. Let the sea and all within it thunder, the world and its inhabitants. Let the rivers clap their hands, the mountains sing joyous together at the presence of Eternal One, for God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its people with equity.
אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים במישרים. I invite Stephen and Danny to recite Psalm 99 with us. Just letting you know that, as I sometimes say, that the texts are always the same, but in a different season they sound differently. So the previous psalm that we were reciting, that Eva was reciting, it ends with Or Zarua Letzadik, with the phrase light is sown for the righteous, the phrase that starts the high holidays preparations and the Yom Kippur service. So single words reflect in different ways depending on the season, and we are in a very special season now.
God, enthroned on cherubim, is sovereign. Peoples tremble, the earth quakes. God is great in Zion, and exalted above all peoples. They praise your name as great and awesome. God is holy. Mighty ruler who loves justice, it was you who established equity, you who worked righteous judgment in Jacob. Exalt the eternal, our God, and bow down to God's footstool. God is holy. Exalt the eternal, our God, and bow towards God's holy hill, for the eternal, our God, is holy.
Thank you very much. Please enjoy. We continue on the page 138 with Lecha Dodi, with a special piyut, special poetic piece, which we omitted a lot of times. We omitted some of the verses from the Siddur, then we returned them, but in a smaller font. Then we realized there shouldn't be a smaller font, and we returned it into full scale. It just reflects that here in progressive Judaism, we re-evaluate our values. We think how important it is to mention the brokenness of Jerusalem when it's not broken anymore. Then we thought maybe we shouldn't. Then we returned these verses in a smaller font for us to remember, because without memory, we don't have any future. And every Shabbat we remember everything from the very beginning, from the creation of the world, and up, trying to enjoy it with the current moment, with our lives, to make it meaningful again. So let us make this wonderful piyut, which is some 400 years old, meaningful to us today. Let's sing Lecha Dodi. Beloved, come to meet the bride. Beloved, come to greet Shabbat. At the last verse, we will stand up and direct ourselves to that door where the Shabbat usually comes to our shul. Page 138, Lecha Dodi. Please join the choir. the way we welcome Shabbat. But what we also do, we also say Shabbat Shalom to each other, looking in each other's eyes. Let's spend a few moments and find the eyes that are looking at you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's continue on the page 140, at the bottom of the page, Tzadik Katamar.
Rot
Entrances to holiness are everywhere. The possibility of ascent is all the time, even at unlikely times and through unlikely places. There is no place on earth without the presence. With this, we stand up to recite Kaddish to separate this part of service from the main one. Please be seated. Thank you. We continue with the two blessings preceding the recitation of Shema Israel. The first one is on page 148. Let's recite together in Hebrew. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim בחוכמה פותח שערים ובתבונה משנה עיתים ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו. בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור. הוא מעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. אל חי וקיים, תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב ערבים. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, eternal our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life and the length of our days. Never remove your love from us. The benediction together. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Israel. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who loves your people, Israel. Thinking about God's love, we rise and recite Shema, closing either with a full palm or with the 3 fingers. Our eyes. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We may be seated now. Let's recite responsively on page 157. You will read the indented text. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea, Mi Chamocha, on page 158. Please sing joyously as if it's the first time ever.
Come
חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Sigu. Okay.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. 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 ושמו צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום ואתה ביד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
Blessed are you, Eternal One, whose shelter is of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch Ata Adonai, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. And the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was. Why am I here today? What had to happen, a line, for me to be standing here today, or sitting? Out of billions of people on earth, and millions in this country, my parents were destined to meet once, to notice each other, to love one another. Out of millions of possible combinations, I was born with this unique set of personality traits, things I like, things I dislike. How many of their interests, decisions, and sacrifices shaped who am I today? How many pieces of advice from others and from my own thoughtful decisions influenced my life experiences, molded me into a person I've become? and determined my passions, what I love and what I value in life. It's hard to believe that all of this is mere coincidence. A Jew is always required to recognize and thank God for who we are, where are we going, and also to remember where we've come from. As we begin Amidah, I invite everyone to rise. It's a special season of reflection over our lives. Page 164.
Adonai separtai tiftach u'hofia ki tehilatecha. Adonai separtai tiftach u'hofia ki tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Moteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei HaKol Vezocher Chasdei Avot V'Imaot ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך חוזה ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח מוריד הגשם, מזריע השמש ומוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים. ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לה. מלך ממיר ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע ונאמן לך חיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. אתה קידשת את יום השביעי לשמך, להחליט מעשה שמיים וארץ, וברכתו מכל הימים, וקידשתו מכל הזמנים, וכן כתוב בתורתך, ויחולו שמיים וארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה, ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצה למנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בטהרתך, סבנו מטובך, ושמחנו בישועתך, ותהל ליבנו לעובדך באמת, והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה וברצון, שבת קודשנו
Yotzei Adonai Eloheinu, find favor, eternal our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your spirit upon us. ותחזן עינינו בשובך לציון ברחמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, המחזיר שכינתו לציון. מודים אנחנו לך שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן נשינו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for our miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. הטוב, כי לא חלו רחמך, והמרחם, כי לא תמו חסדיך, מעולם קיווינו לך.
ועל כולם, ועל כולם, יתברך ויתרומם, יתברך ויתרומם, שמך מלכנו תמיד לעולם ועד. וכל החיים יודו חסרה, וההללו את שמך באמת. האל ישועתנו ועזרתנו, סלע. ועל כולם, ועל כולם, יתברך ויתרומם, יתברך ויתרומם, שמך מלכנו תמיד לעולם ועד.
ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך, ולך נאה להודות. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם, כי אתה הוא מלך אדון לכל השלום, וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. ברוך אתה אדוני, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. Thank you. This concludes Amidah. We may be seated now. Let's spend a few moments of silence contemplating over almost a year of the year, which is almost over. Or just few Shabbatot, this Shabbat and the next one. And then we are entering the 10 days of awe. And it's funny that we think about the future, but we still base it on the past. Where were you last Rosh Hashanah? Were you in Beit David, or at home, or in another country? Around Rosh Hashanah? I definitely know I was here, this year and the year before. And it's a pleasure. talking about the places that we've been. As a non-English speaker originally, coming from a different culture, I often get struck by how sometimes English-speaking people say, "How are you?" without really wanting to hear the answer, or without just... Sometimes it's shortened to a quick how's it I like. But it even does not mean how are you doing, it means hello, and how are you doing, and I don't have time to listen back. These expressions, though they're polite, they often lack intention. They become mechanical, empty gestures that fulfill a social ritual but miss the deeper connection that they could create. And it makes me wonder, how often do we do this in other areas of our life? Act in ways that should convey meaning, but end up just going through the motions. And this week's Torah portion, special Torah portion, Ki Tavo, provides a powerful lesson about the importance of intention and presence in our actions, especially when it comes to gratitude. It discusses the ritual of bringing the first fruits to the temple, first fruits of our own harvest in the land of Israel. When we get there, when we get the work done and we get them, this is the most precious thing that we can get. But we should take it, Jewish farmers should take it and bring it to the temple, and they are the first, the finest, the best, represented both the farmer's labor and the blessings of the land. And we have to give them away. By offering them to the Kohen, to the priest, the farmer was doing something much more than simply fulfilling a tax ritual. They were expressing deep gratitude for the abundance granted by God. Yet the ritual did not end with simply presenting the fruits. The farmer also had to recite a specific declaration. We know it, we recall it around Pesach time. Arami Oved Avi, my father, was a wandering Aramean, and he went down into Egypt, and then the whole story. And the Lord brought us to this place and gave us this land, a land flowing with milk and honey. This was not mere formality, not a mere formality. It was a conscious returning and recounting of history, an acknowledgement of divine grace that led to this very moment. So many coincidences had to coincide. And when it's more than two, it's already not coincidence. And we had a lot more, and this is what we recount. And it concludes with a crucial statement. We fulfilled, and we did not forget. And this seems a bit redundant, because how can you fulfill something if you forget? And why these words necessary? Why not just present the fruits and leave? After all, everybody knew this story. God obviously knew this story. A lot of help was from God. Kohen knew this story because Kohanim learned these things. And the farmer obviously knew because it was not the first but the second generation since they left Egypt. So why repeat what is already so familiar? And the answer lies in the importance of words as anchors of our actions. Words have the power to transform any gesture from mere habit into a conscious act. They ensure that gratitude is not just a mechanical ritual. This is another in a list of top things we do unconsciously. We say thank you for things, just thank you, and that's it, so many times a day. Sometimes it lacks meaning, and the value of this word is not so big. But this form of ritual ensured that gratitude was not just a mechanical ritual, but fully realized acknowledgement of the blessings we received and we continue to receive. This portion teaches us that the rituals we fulfill in Judaism overall, they never should become automatic and hollow. Much like the casual "how are you" without genuine interest, actions without intention are devoid of true impact. And our portion compels us to name the elements of our journey also, reminding us that what we possess today as Jews in the 21st century, as ourselves, as we, as us, is a result of a long chain of events. Our ancestors' struggles, divine interventions, our own labor also. And in the moment of success, when you are so proud and overwhelmed by the success, please remind yourself it's not just your result, it's not just your success. Share it. And the Torah demands us that we remember this. And it carries the influence of those who came before and the grace of God. And in this way, the matters of the past, enjoined within an intention and expressed in a certain way, become something more living. Recognizing this connects us to a larger chain of history. And this is when we remember that we are never alone. Behind us stand our ancestors. Before us, our descendants. And above all, the Creator who watches over us. Now, talking about the meaning. Everybody loves to buy presents for their friends' birthdays, anniversaries, events, right? Not so much? Not so much? But we have to. We have to. This is a ritual that is well acknowledged in our life. So imagine buying a beautiful present for a friend with a deep meaning, something you definitely know that they will love as a present. And you hand it over, but you don't say any word, no explanation, no story. It feels that something is missing there. But while the gift might be appreciated, something essential is not present. Now imagine giving the same gift, and this time you say, I saw this and I thought of you because it reflects so much about what you mean to me. How different it sounds. And this is exactly what our portion Kitavo emphasizes. We must accompany our actions with words, not certainly the words that we vocalize, but the intentions in our head should be to express something, not just to give. We must accompany our actions with words that reflect our intentions. And this idea is exactly encapsulated in this phrase, we fulfilled and we did not forget. What does this mean? How can one fulfill something and forget it at the same time? The answer lies in our tendency to act out of habit, unconsciously. We may perform rituals, give gifts, many gifts, gifts to the synagogue, gifts there, here, to our friends, to the poor. We can follow commandments, mechanically doing them, but sometimes we do it so automatically without kavanah, without intention, without direction of our hearts. We go through the motions, but our hearts and minds remain disengaged. And so we are warned against this by teaching that our actions and words should be not just balanced and complementing each other, but also filled with reflection. This is what makes everything we do more meaningful. So words are not redundant, just the words of a rabbi who speaks for an hour and a half already. No, not an hour and a half, few minutes more. In modern psychology, this concept we all know well, it's very popular, it's called mindfulness. So being fully present in the moment of now, in our deeds. But how we do this? This means that we know where we came from and where we go. When we give gifts, when we perform acts of kindness, or even simply greet one another, adding a thoughtful words can transform a simple gesture into a profound expression of gratitude, of closeness. And it prevents our actions from becoming hollow and fills them with purpose. And probably this is a good portion before the high holidays start. During this month of Elul, transforming month, when we get closer to God, let us carry this small phrase, we fulfilled and we did not forget. It's a different thing. It's somehow connected. The rituals we observe, the kindness we show, must not become mechanical. Our actions and words should align with our best intentions. And this reminds us that we're in a constant process of aligning our actions with best intentions. And each moment gives us such opportunity to perform our rituals, even the smallest, the simplest ones. I'm cleaning my teeth in the morning, and I'm thinking about something already. Why would I think about bad things at this moment? I would think about how clean I'm getting inside, and maybe it helps. It helped to our ancestors. Cleaning teeth always helps. May this inspire us to live our lives with awareness, to express our gratitude fully, and align our actions and words with our highest intentions. In doing that, we set the course for a meaningful and purposeful new year. And it's already for the whole Elul, we can wish each other Ktiva v'chatima tova, be written in a correct book, with the correct intentions, and may it be sealed with a good seal for another abundant year. Shabbat Shalom. Aleinu L'Shabeach is finalizing our service, and we open the Ark today for a special occasion of Aufruf. And I invite Moshe Feynman and David Oshri as Ark openers and closers. And we all open the page 587, version number 3. And we stand up to recite Aleinu L'Shabeach. It's our duty to praise. This is the opener, and this is the
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום והשבותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת ואין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
יש כוכבים שאורם מגיע ארצה, רק כאשר הם עצמם עבדו ונק. יש אנשים שזיו זכרם מאיר, כאשר הם עצמם אינם עוד בתוכנו. אורות אלה המדליקים, long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. Of the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. We remember, we remember, we remember.
And this week from Bet David, we remember Jack Tucker, father of Leonie Hacker and Michael Tucker, Paul Levine, life partners of Yaakov Levine van Rensburg, Rita Bancroft, mother of Jack Bancroft, Arnold Bergman, father of Leslie Bergman, and Reginald Reggie Smith, father of Helen Kaplan. Also remembered by the Dagnan and Froelich families, Lionel Percy Dagnan, Magda Groom, Louis Meyerson, Sophie Meyerson, Morris Henry Meyerson, Morris Roland Groom, Boris Stern, and Wisława Stern. From Bet Menorah in Pretoria, we remember Oscar Abramovitz, husband of Judy Abramovitz, and Rosalie Turner, mother of Pam Levitt. We also remember those who passed away recently. Adele Sonia Goodman, mother of Ingrid Miller and mourned by Jess Labov and Aidan Perman, and Lorena Svilicho, beloved lifelong friend of Diane McCall. And we also particularly remember the 6 hostages who were executed by Hamas, the beautiful 6. Hirsch Goldberg, who was 23, Eden Yerushalmi, 24, Carmel Gut, 40, Almog Sarusi, 26, Alex Lobanov, 32, and Ori Danino, 25. If anybody has a name they'd like to call out, please do so now, and we'll start from this side. We also remember all those who have lost their lives in wars and those who have no one to remember them.
May their memories be for blessing. Zichronam livracha. 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, וילמד יברך אמותך וימליך מלכותך, בחייכם וביומכם, ובחיי בכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו, אמן. יהא שמך רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה, שמי דגודשה יקחו, לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירת, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו, אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו, amen. We may be seated now. Thank you very much. Just a few announcements before we continue at the Kiddush Hall.
Thank you to everybody who joined us for the service, both here in Shul and also online. Hearty Mazel Tov to Daniela and Stephen on their marriage next week. We wish them all the very best, and Mazel Tov to their parents and all the family. High Holy Day admission tickets and other information have been mailed to members. Guest tickets for visitors are available. You'll get those through the office. And please book your places for the communal dinner on the second eve of Rosh Hashanah, which is Thursday, the 3rd of October, and that'll be after the service. All other information, please look in the Adkan and you'll find it there. And please join Stephen and Daniela in the foyer after the closing hymn for Kiddush and a wonderful bracha sponsored by them to celebrate this special occasion. And after the bracha, there'll be a screening in the shul of a webinar by Rabbi Jeremy Rosen titled Reward and Punishment. I'm not sure that isn't tomorrow. It is tomorrow, yes. Oh dear. I'm reading away. Anyway, we have tonight's, but nothing's changed apart from the bracha, which will be tomorrow. We do have a small bracha tonight. After the closing hymn, so join Stephen and Daniela and their family for Kiddush and a toast to the bridal couple. Now we've got it right. And we'll conclude the service with the singing of Ein Kelahenu on page
628.
628.
You know why is it that dancers, when they count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? This is because 1, 2, 3, 4 was taken by the musicians. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat.